One might be a bit long, but I was just curious about like each of you, like what got you into medicine and just maybe your journey. Just your journey.
Oh wow, that's going to be a long one.
You know what though? That's good because that's exactly what's going to be showing up on your interview.
How about like half a minute answer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you tired?
That'll be tough. Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's serious.
No,
I'm just kidding.
please.
I think for me, I love science, I love biology, and I wanted to do something where I could actually really help people. And I thought about a lot of different things, a lot of different health careers, and I thought the doctor was the best thing for me. And I guess seeing that osteopathy was an option was the best option for me. You know, if I went to an allopathic school, I don't think I'd be as happy.
You try a short answer. Okay. So for me, you know when your parents say you should be a doctor, you know. So that was me when I was a little kid. So I like my mom went, okay, I'll be a doctor, mom. So I kind of wanted to be always a doctor since I was a little kid. But actually, what happened is that I really started liking the biological sciences. I really started enjoying all the sciences. And going through my undergrad, I liked it more and more and more. After undergrad, I actually served in the Air Force for a little bit, just to do something operational. And I was a military police officer. And I did that type of stuff. And it was a lot of fun, but it just was not what I was looking for. You know, it just didn't capture me. And I would always capture myself going back to the clinic all the time, just to volunteer. And just more and more, I was like, yeah, I really do want to be a doctor. Just after getting more shadowing experience and everything, just grew in love with it, and I still love it to now. Glad I'm here.
Cool. I'll try to make mine as short as possible. Okay, so I was in film at first. I was totally not into science at all, and I actually took one of my community colleges. I took a physiological psychology class just to fulfill a requirement, and I fell in love with science. And I realized that I could do science. So I actually became interested in veterinary medicine just because of the volunteer work that I was doing at the Humane Society. I started shadowing vets, and I became a veterinary technician. And over 3.5 years, I just kind of grew out of love with it. I was very frustrated with just not being able to treat my patients, and utilize medicine fully because of the issue of money. Veterinary medicine is pretty much, out of pocket. There really is no insurance, not like human insurance. So I came to Davis and went to one of these DO talks and fell in love with osteopathy, and that's why I'm here. So I knew I wanted to do something medical.
So I had a medical emergency when I was 7, and basically a doctor saved my life, and that got me interested in healthcare. But I went into education first. I was really going into it thinking it's a long-term career. And then I found out that I really miss being a student. I would rather be a student, and plus I was living with my boyfriend who's a physician, and that really helped me understand sort of the reality of being a doctor. So after that, I applied to med school, and being a doctor or being a physician, that doesn't mean that you stop learning. So you're going to keep on learning for the rest of your career, and that was something that really interested me. That's what I wanted to do.
So a bunch of my relatives I come from a family of doctors and science people, and so that was always around. But then I got my stuff through volunteering. So once I started volunteering, talking to patients, hanging around doctors, I was like, I like the hospital. It's not so bad, and just getting more and more interested in procedures and the way things develop, the way diseases work, the way our bodies try to fight them off, the different components and things like that. And then actually that took me, I was like, well, maybe, I like the way these things work. Maybe I'll go into research. And I was sitting there and I was like, God, this is so boring. These proteins don't talk back. This is horrible. This is horrendous. And I was like, no, actually, and I kept volunteering, and I did these crisis hotlines and things like that. And then I was like, I really like patient interaction. And so the more I got into it, the more volunteering I did. I was just like, think I should be a doctor. This goes well with the family and, fits in with me, so it worked out.
It's in the genes.
Yeah, it's in the genes. Genetic, there you go.